video, we have a summertime project with Dad, and we're going to attempt to make a stool out of reclaimed wood that we have from a tree that I trimmed. So at first step, we're going to try to cut the bottom of these legs here at a 15-degree angle so the legs sit flat on the ground. And I'm going to be using this saw over here, a miter saw, so to make work a lot easier. So let me get that set up and we'll be back. Alright, let's see, let's get this cut. This is going to go. 3 cuts. Seems about right. Feels good. Alright, next we're going to need to put some braces, supports from here to here. Here, 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 here. And we'll do that next. So we're totally doing this on the fly and really with no instructions or no like plan. So I just realized for the top of the stool, we will need to make the same cut angle as the bottom for the top, so we can set the flat platform on top. Before we do that, they all need to be about the same height. So we want to find out which one is the shortest one. Go from there. They're all about the same height, so this one's the shortest one. So we'll have to go off this one. I'm going to start with this one first. Looks nice. Looks really good. I like it. Okay, next, now we'll make the support pieces for the legs. Alright, so I'm going to use this piece for those little support pieces between the 3 legs here. So we'll trim this up, make it a little less unfinished, a little less knotty, and go from there. So I'm going to use this grinder with the little flapper wheel, the sanding attacher, to make these pieces smooth. Alright, next, well, I got all the 6 kind of cleaned up with all the knots and all the branches that were on here, as you can see, and so now we need to make the supports for the chair. Put some holes here to another side, so we're just going to put holes in this piece, put a hole in this piece, kind of fit them together. So we'll start there, start with 2. And I'll be using a drill for that piece, for this part of it. Alright, we got one brace in, got a hole drilled in there. And next we're going to to see how this is made, we have a short video on how we made this thing. It's yeah, we just used leftover wood to make a tool with the wood, so we need a tool for the tool. Okay, we'll get started with the next leg. Get a hole drilled in there like this. I'll show you guys that real quick. First, I'm going to cut up this side, then clean up this side a little bit. Maybe I don't need to. I'm just going to drill a hole. I think right about here. Okay.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
So we got the basic part of the stool put together. We drilled the holes into the legs here, all three sides, and it's not bad. It looks pretty good. So we need to glue it, and I think I want to put some screws in the ends, maybe. Not quite decided yet. Thought about screws, but maybe just some glue, wood glue, might work. But yeah. Now all we have left is the seat portion of it. All right, we got the last screw going in for these legs to hold them together. There we have it. Pretty solid stool. Okay, so after cutting these and putting these together, the legs didn't get positioned correctly. Well, I didn't position them correctly, and they're like way off angle here. This is this one's like this. That's not gonna work. This one is a little bit closer. This one is kind of weird. So we need to flatten all these out so the wood is straight. So we're going to start just working on these legs. I grind them down a little bit to make them more level. Alright, so now we're trying to figure out how we're going to put a top on the stool. So I thought if we could use some of this extra wood we have, we're going to split this and lay it on top of the 4 chair legs to create a base. So now I'm going to try to split this with some old wedges for splitting wood. Pieces. So we'll put one. This is the goal. Is to put one here and try to make a triangle somehow like this, and put one here. And yeah. So we'll come back and figure out what we come up with and move on from there. All right. So I thought we'd use some scrap wood from an old ladder, repurpose this since I had it hanging out in the garage. We'll angle the pieces like this, put it on here, we'll put another piece, cut this one, put it here, start here, and then we can lay wood across. Make it simple, no cost. Okay, so I ended up cutting this salvaged pieces of ladder so they would form a triangle. We put them together like this, so we got half the pieces of wood sitting on each leg, like this. So we'll have to screw these down or glue them so they'll be just like this. And then we'll have to figure out what to do with the centerpiece. Maybe we do some weaving, basket weaving for the seat. Okay, I think we are done with this chair. We put screw these 3 panels down, and yeah, it looks really good. We decided to leave the center open because after sitting on it, we really don't need the centerpiece. But at a later date, we may decide to fill it in. I mean, it's not super. It works, but you have to be on it just right. But our goal of turning these old tree branches into a stool was successful. We all like it. It's pretty solid, movable, it's level. We could leave it outside in the porch, put plants on top of it as a little plant holder. This is purely a decorative piece, not meant to be holding heavy loads or climbing on. By no means, but there you have it. Tree branches into stool.